Hello there, my name is Aaron and I'm a guy who likes to build things out of old toys and everyday junk. And this week I got my hands on some cheap as chips water pistols, so you know what that means. Let's start scratching that build. So this is what I managed to bag from the, well, it used to be called a €1 store. It's now probably around €2-3 a pop for each toy. But anyway, these are the water pistols. I don't think I'm going to be using these smaller water pistols from this build, but yeah, this I could use for a different project, so I'll probably just take them out of the packet, have a look at them and put them to one side. I kept this in so you could marvel at a grown man struggling to open a plastic bag. Ridiculously, there we go, it's open now. Dear God almighty, what a meal I made of that. Anyway, I'm going to put these to one side, and it's the bigger gun that draws my attention. Oh yeah, cross-headed screws, excellent. I used my flat-headed screwdriver to get this bad boy open with. It took a while, but I got there eventually, and now let's just manage to get this prized open. I don't know where my spudger is, so I'm just going to use my screwdriver. Anybody that doesn't know what a spudger is, a few videos back I did an explanation of what a spudger is, so go check one of the older videos out. Yep, so look at all these bits and pieces that are from this. Oh, that won't come off. Why won't that come off? I can cut that off. Yeah, always marvels at how much greeblies you get from these water pistols. Anyway, that's all that, and I did buy another one because these were €2.50 each, so I do have another one of the same, so I'm going to be doing the same to the second one as well, but I'll do that off camera. I'll spare you. Okay, I'm going to make some alterations to this main bit. Firstly, get this label off, and then chop away at some of the little bits that are poking out, and it should be ready. Oh yeah, and I'll also take the handle off, so we'll have a quick montage of that. And once I do a couple of twists, there we go, the handle's off, and yeah, that came away cleanly. These are the innards of the water pistol, and I just want to take these little bits off because I'm going to use these greeblies. Yeah, I'm going to reattach these somewhere else, and they fit perfectly right there, so that's where they're going. I glued the outers together, and for more to make it stronger, basically I used a bit of styrene just along the edge, just so it won't snap off. My apologies about the narration. I did write a script, but I've again spilt tea over it, and the ink has sort of disintegrated, so this is off the cuff now. So I've got these gaps on the side, not sure how I'm going to do this. Might put some styrene there, probably will actually. I wanted to put it on the inside so there was a little bit of a lip, but yeah, forget that, that's too much hard work, so I'll just stick it to the outside. Oh, hello. Juice lid. You get them on juice bottles for babies and stuff like that. I stole this from a baby. Made it cry, yes, that is right, I made the baby cry, but at least I got my juice lid, and that is going to be the start of an engine. I'm not entirely sure where these came from, but they fell off an old build, and I'm going to repurpose them, because that's what I do here, I recycle. I think they look like vents. They look like vents, don't they? Yeah. So we'll call them vents, and I'm going to put these vents either side onto the ship. I saw my Kinder Egg pimp this morning and got a bag full of Kinder Eggs. These are the other Kinder Eggs. I think these are for Hot Wheels, I do believe. I could be wrong, but these are going to be canisters that I'm going to use for the side of the spaceship. I'm just going to greeble them up and put some beads on, just to make them more interesting. Now these are the proper Kinder Egg containers, and I've noticed that they when you pop them, the lid stays on. The old style used to pop off, so you could twang them against somebody, and get them in the eye. So I kind of guess because of that they made them stick on. So you just cut off the top, and I'm using the tops just for either side of the build now. Now the green part is going to be the bit that's going to be in the middle. I'm just going to test fit to make sure it looks alright. So yeah, looks alright. It will fit, which is good. But we're going to forget about that for a while now and concentrate on the main body. Instead, I have an idea for the back engines, and this is all the bits and pieces I'm going to be using for the back bit. I'm going to extend it slightly, and I've got a new idea. I'm going to make it so, because it's kind of like an Orc spaceship, I'm going to have it sort of the spaceship inside or coming out of an asteroid. So you'll understand once the build starts to properly get going. But I'm going to need some hot glue because it'll be easier to hot glue everything together. I can cover that up later because I do have a little trick in the book that I've not used before, so it'll be a first for me to see if I fail miserably with it or if it works. So what I'm going to do now is just start hot gluing all the little bits and pieces to the main bigger juice ball. I think it's juice, or it could be milk. Probably milk. I don't know. I get gifted these by my friends and family. I think I'm a bit strange. Well, I am a bit strange, but you know, hey. So now the time has come to attach the main sort of propellant engines to the back of the spaceship. Looks kind of wild, but yeah, I know what's going to happen. You've probably seen it in the thumbnails already. So yeah, it looks odd, but it will look better, hopefully, he says confidently. With an Orc spaceship comes junk, and this is a tyre that I'm just going to chop in half, there you go, and just stick on the build just to make sure that nothing falls off later on. This is a chunk of XPS foam. I got this from AK Interactive, and I'm going to use this to form my rocks for the space build. And yeah, so I'm just going to chop this down into chunks and stick it onto the back of the rockets. Oh, and if you made it this far, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Every little helps. Thank you. Like and subscribe. So the XPS foam is now chunks, and I've just simply stick all those chunks onto the back of the spaceship. And now comes the task of me starting to add little bits and pieces to the main body of this spaceship. So quick montage. The cap that I took off at the start of the build gets reattached to the front because I kind of thought it looked like a tank turret. I just need something to... oh, hello. Yeah, I could use this as the front end of the tank weapon, so I just need to chop this down. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, was some David Copperfield next level magic. So yeah, that's now glued into place, so that goes on top of the spaceship and it has its first weapon. These sights that were taken off at the start of the video now get reattached on, well, if it would stick, get reattached on to the side of the spaceship to cover that hole. There's gaps in the spaceship which won't make it airtight, so I'm just going to readdress that and stick bits of styrene haphazardly around the spaceship to cover any gaps showing. Anybody remember these from near the start of the video? These are now going to get attached to both sides of the spaceship. Because this is an Orc spaceship, I broke out the steering sticks and decided to add some different materials to the build, simply because it's an Orc build and they just basically build anything out of any material they can get their hands on. So yeah, steering sticks cut down are fine with me. I used some more of the stirring sticks just to give this little side piece, well, it was blank so it needed filling, so I just filled it with this. This was thinking outside the box. To make rivets I've started using styrene and punching the holes in, and this is the offcuts of that, and thought that it looked like some sort of thruster cover or something, so I'm just going to stick it onto the build because I like how it looks. I'm going to add some more styrene bits and pieces just along the side of the hull of the spaceship, which is going to be totally wasted because I'll cover that up in a bit. Not that you can see because the rivets were the same colour as the styrene I'm sticking them onto, but believe you me, there is rivets being applied. I delved down into my junk box pieces and found these. These all look like some sort of generator or thrusters or something that I'm going to add to this build. These were the innards of the water pistols, and what I've done is I've just chopped down some Q-tips or pokey ear things, and I'm just going to try and make them as straight as possible just by cutting them down. There we go. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll look alright once it's painted. So did both of them and just greebled them up with a bit of cardstock and some cut-offs of the pokey ear things. I needed to pop off some more rivets, so this is the styrene with the holes in, and I'm just going to, this is how I do it. Just pop away, just keep clicking, and look, little bits of styrene come out of the popping machine, whatever it's called. I'm just going to trim down the holy bits, and then not quite holy, but they are holes, so it is a holy bit. Anyway, just going to chop them down and stick them onto the build. Some more styrene gets stuck down onto the main body of the spaceship. I realised I needed more greeblies in my life, so I broke out the greeblies from the this is a terrible shot, I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I was oh dear god, you can't even see my fingers. These are greeblies that are going to get stuck onto the spaceship, so let's move on and cut from this terrible point of view. Well, 2 years and I still can't get things into shot. Oh dear me, that is terrible. Anyway, all those greeblies that you didn't see me cut down, I'm now applying to the spaceship. I thought the front end needed some go faster sort of wings, so I just chopped some styrene up and stuck some wings to either side of the ship. Remember the leftover bit of plastic that I cut off the front bit for the tank turret? I'm going to reapply this onto the back of the spaceship. Waste not, want not. One thing oh dear me, just get it stuck on. One thing that the orcs do like is lots of engines, so I just thought I'd put another engine on the back of the spaceship. And for those of you who like detail, I've just detailed it up some more with some more Q-tips and bits and pieces. And these are the cannons that are going on the front of the spaceship right now. These bits also came from the water pistol. I'm just going to chop them down a little bit to, there you go, to that size, and then I can just stick them onto the side of the spaceship. This spaceship build is totally outside of my sandbox sort of builds. It looks insane, so I thought I'd put some sort of daggers or something on the front end of the ship, because who knows, it could ram into other spaceships. So these pointy things are getting stuck to the front of this spaceship. No orc build would be complete without a orc insignia, and I'm just putting the skull and jaw into place right on the top of this spaceship. You can't see it because I cut it out of black styrene, and it's being stuck onto black styrene, which was, a fantastic idea there, Aaron. We'll see that in the paint job, hopefully. And there she is, the Orc spaceship, almost done. There's some more details to be added, but yeah, it's kind of looking like how I wanted it to look. So next is, well, a new one for me, spackling. Now spackling, I had to buy spackling from Amazon because I couldn't understand what it was, and it turns out for the UK audience it's just basically grit, but smooth grit, tiled grout, you know, that sort of stuff that we use for tiling kitchens and bathrooms. But this stuff is really smooth and it's really good. So I'm going to stick a dollop into a cup and then put some water into it to try and make it into a paste. Now I don't want it too runny, I want it to still have a little bit of consistency in it. So this is going to be trial and error because this is the first time I've ever used this stuff, but hopefully this will give me texture over the rock bits on the back of the spaceship. So because it's a smooth paste, I'm just going to use a paintbrush and just dollop it all over the XPS foam just to give it that texture and to try and mould the engines in with the rocks. So once it comes to painting, they don't look, they look like the all one, if that makes sense. They look like they're together, like it was meant to be. I'll stop talking now. Code word time. If you want to leave a comment, then leave this code word at the start so I know you've stopped here while skipping through the video. And that's the code word, and extra bonus point if you can tell me what movie it's from. And don't forget to like and subscribe. So there's the spaceship, rattle can of black, and all primed up, ready to go. Let me just move the camera a little bit so you can see. Yeah, there you go, in all its glory. Looks pretty cool. The spackling worked a treat, so let's break out the paints. There's not a lot of paint in that red one, so I bought a new one. This is from Apple Green. It's the first time I'm using this this brand of acrylic paint, so let's see how it goes on. I'm hoping it's going to be the same, but you know, so let me just have a little dab here, a little dab there. I'm going to do it red with a bit of green because apparently orcs like red because they think everything goes faster if the spaceships or vehicles are red. Bloody hell, look at the time. We've gone past 20 minutes. You've probably zapped past most of this, so you've missed that and this and this and that, and what I'll do, I'll just leave you with some quick editing shots and lead you on to the glamour shots. So if you stuck with it, thanks very much. You're a true Terrain by Aaron fan. If you didn't, well, you're a peeper, but I'll keep you if you subscribe and like. And until next time, keep scratching that build, everybody. Thanks for watching.